What if I told you that right now, someone in your life might be manipulating you and you don't even realize it? Think about it. Have you ever agreed to something and later wondered, why did I let that happen? Or felt guilty for setting boundaries, questioning if you were the problem? Manipulation is subtle. It's not always someone shouting or controlling you outright. It's in the small things, guilt-tripping, gaslighting, playing the victim. And if you don't recognize it, you'll find yourself being controlled without even knowing. But here's the good news, you can spot it and you can fight back, not with anger, not with revenge, but with something far more powerful, Stoic wisdom. Today on Stoic Night, I'll show you how to detect manipulation and combat it using timeless Stoic principles, so you can protect your peace, reclaim your power, and never be controlled again. Understanding manipulation. Manipulation is when someone tries to influence your emotions and decisions for their benefit, often at your expense. It's not always obvious. Manipulators are skilled at making you doubt yourself. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Manipulators exploit you when you forget this truth. They control you by controlling your reactions. Have you noticed people who make you feel guilty when you say no? Twist your words to make you question your memory? "I never said that. You're just being sensitive." Constantly play the victim so you feel responsible for them. Give you backhanded compliments that chip away at your confidence. These are red flags, and recognizing them is the first step toward breaking free. Why manipulation works? Why do manipulators succeed? Because they target your emotions. Fear, guilt, and a need for validation become tools they use against you. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Manipulators rely on you reacting emotionally. They want you to feel bad, question yourself, and lose clarity. Human nature craves approval and connection. Manipulators exploit that. They'll give you affection, praise, or attention, but take it away the moment you stop serving their agenda. This push-pull dynamic keeps you chasing their approval. But here's the truth, you don't need anyone's validation to stand strong. You need clarity, awareness, and discipline over your emotions. How to detect manipulation. So, how do you spot manipulation early? Look for these signs. 1. Guilt tripping. They say things like, "After all I've done for you, this is how you treat me." Their goal? Make you feel bad so you comply. 2. Gaslighting. They deny reality, twist facts, and make you doubt yourself. If you constantly question your memory around them, it's a red flag. 3. Victim playing. They never take responsibility. Everything is someone else's fault, and you're expected to fix it. 4. Silent treatment. They withdraw affection or communication to punish you, making you chase their approval. 5. Over-the-top flattery. Be wary of excessive praise. Manipulators often flatter to lower your defenses, then exploit you. Awareness is key. When you spot these tactics, don't react emotionally. Pause. Observe. Detach. Combating manipulation with Stoic wisdom. Now that you can spot manipulation, how do you combat it? Not with anger, not by stooping to their level. Stoicism teaches you to rise above. 1. Control your reactions. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you can choose not to be harmed, and you won't be. When they push your buttons, stay calm. Manipulators thrive on emotional reactions. Don't give them that power. Breathe. Pause before responding. Sometimes silence is your greatest weapon. 2. Set clear boundaries. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Say no without guilt. If someone guilt trips you, respond calmly. "I understand you're upset, but I've made my decision." No need to over-explain. Boundaries are non-negotiable. 3. Detach from validation. Manipulators lose power when you stop seeking their approval. Ask yourself, why do I care what they think? Your worth isn't defined by anyone's opinion. Focus on your values, not their expectations. Use the Stoic pause. Before responding, pause and think, is this worth my energy? Most manipulation collapses when you stop feeding it with attention. 5. Protect your energy. Seneca said, "Associate with those who will make a better man of you." If someone consistently drains you, distance yourself. You're not obligated to stay connected to those who manipulate or disrespect you. Real-life scenarios. Let's apply this to real situations. Scenario 1. A friend says, "Wow, I guess I don't matter to you since you won't come out tonight." Stoic response. "I value our friendship, but I'm making choices that are best for me. I hope you understand." No guilt, no over-explaining. Scenario 2. A partner claims, "You're just being dramatic. I never said that." Classic gaslighting. Stoic response. "I remember it differently and I trust my memory. Let's move forward from here." Stay calm. Don't get dragged into a debate. Scenario 3. A co-worker constantly takes credit for your work. Stoic response. Document everything. Speak up assertively. "I worked on this project, and I'd like to make sure my contributions are recognized." Calm, firm director. When to walk away. Sometimes the best way to combat manipulation is to walk away, not out of anger, but out of self-respect. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Be better. Protect your peace. Not everyone deserves your presence. If someone repeatedly manipulates you despite setting boundaries, it's time to cut ties. You owe no one access to your life if they consistently bring harm. Manipulation is everywhere, friends, family, relationships, even at work. But you don't have to be a victim. Stoicism gives you the tools to stay calm, think clearly, and act with strength. A Stoic knight doesn't let others pull their strings. You hold the power over your mind, your reactions, and your peace. The more you practice awareness and detachment, the less control manipulators have over you. So, the next time someone tries to guilt-trip you, or twist your words, or push your buttons, remember this: you're in control, not them. Protect your peace, stand your ground. This is the way of the Stoic knight. What if I told you that most manipulation doesn't come from what people say, but from how they make you feel? Guilt, doubt, obligation. Manipulators don't always need words to control you. They use your emotions against you. They'll make you question yourself, act out of fear, or cave just to keep the peace. But what if you could spot these emotional traps before they work? What if you could disarm manipulation without confrontation? Now I'll show you how to outsmart manipulators, protect your peace, and use advanced Stoic strategies that few people know. This is the next level of self-mastery. Understanding emotional manipulation. We've covered obvious manipulation tactics like guilt-tripping and gaslighting, but emotional manipulation is often subtle. It bypasses logic and targets your feelings. Marcus Aurelius said, "The things you think about determine the quality of your mind." Manipulators understand this. They plant thoughts that make you doubt yourself. They'll use passive aggression, making you guess what you did wrong, fake concern, criticizing you under the guise of helping. Triangulation, bringing someone else into the conversation to make you feel outnumbered. Shame tactics, making you feel selfish for prioritizing yourself. Why does this work? Because human nature seeks approval and avoids discomfort. Manipulators exploit this, knowing you'll do almost anything to remove the negative feeling they've triggered. Let's break down why you fall for manipulation so you can stop it before it starts. Fear of rejection. We crave belonging. Manipulators use the threat of withdrawal to make you comply. Fear of conflict. You agree just to avoid drama. Need for approval. They give conditional praise, approval only when you do what they want. Guilt triggers. They exploit your empathy, twisting your kindness into a weakness. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Manipulation only works if you react emotionally. Pause, detach, see through the tactic. Now let's sharpen your awareness with advanced detection techniques used by the Stoics. 1. The emotional rewind. When someone makes you feel guilty or confused, ask, what emotion are they trying to trigger in me? By naming the emotion, you detach from it. Manipulation thrives in confusion. Clarity kills it. 2. The action versus words test. Seneca said, Words are the counters of wise men. Actions are their currency. If their words don't match their actions, believe the actions. The pause of power. Before reacting, pause and think. If I say yes out of guilt, who really wins? Manipulators rely on quick decisions. Slow down and think. Check for consistency. Genuine people are consistent. Manipulators shift stories, change moods, and flip blame. Watch for patterns, not isolated incidents. Detection is step one, defense is next. Here's how to combat manipulation without losing your cool. 1 Grey Rock Method. Stoic version. Manipulators feed on reactions. Give them nothing. Stay calm, neutral, and emotionally flat. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Don't argue, don't explain, just respond with calm neutrality. 2 Mirror technique. When confronted with manipulation, repeat what they say calmly. Them. You never care about me. You feel like I don't care about you. This exposes their tactic without escalating. Manipulators hate being mirrored. 3 Silent boundaries. Not all boundaries need to be spoken. Start responding slower. Stop explaining yourself. Distance speaks louder than words. The question. Turn their pressure into a question. Them. If you really cared, you'd do this. You. Why does caring mean doing what you want? Make them explain their logic. It often crumbles. What if the manipulator is a friend, family member, or partner? It's harder, but necessary, to hold your ground. Epictetus said, if someone succeeds in provoking you, realize your mind is complicit in the provocation. Don't let emotional ties blind you. Love doesn't mean tolerating disrespect. Tips for handling loved ones. Acknowledge without absorbing. I hear you, but I don't agree. Set clear boundaries. I'm not comfortable with this conversation. Limit exposure. Protect your peace, even from family. Remember, you're responsible for your peace, not their feelings. Manipulation damages more than your boundaries. It shakes your confidence. Rebuild with these Stoic principles. 1 Daily reflection. Marcus Aurelius journaled every night. Reflect on situations. Where did I stand strong? Where can I improve? 2 Detach from self-blame. You're human. Forgive yourself for being fooled. It's part of learning. 3 Prioritize self-respect. Stop chasing explanations. Closure comes from within. 4 Surround yourself with integrity. Seneca said, associate with those who will make a better man of you. Elevate your circle. Manipulation isn't just personal, it's everywhere. Social media, advertisements, news, they all play on your emotions. Stoic solution, guard your attention, limit negative media. Question sensational headlines, stay grounded in reality, not emotional noise. Your focus is your greatest asset, don't let others control it. Manipulation thrives where there's confusion, emotional reactivity, and lack of boundaries. But you are not powerless. A Stoic knight sees through deception, stays calm under pressure, and protects their peace at all costs. You control your mind, no one else. Stop reacting, start observing, stand tall in your boundaries, protect your peace. This is the way of the Stoic knight. What if I told you that some of the people closest to you, the ones you trust the most, might be manipulating you? Friends, family, partners, co-workers. Manipulation isn't always obvious. It's subtle, disguised as concern, help, or just a joke. And when it's coming from people you care about, it's harder to spot, and even harder to handle. But this is where Stoic wisdom becomes your armor. When emotions run high, when guilt clouds your judgment, you need clarity, you need strength. Now we'll dive into how to detect and combat manipulation in personal relationships and the workplace, using timeless Stoic principles to keep your peace and power intact. Manipulation in relationships often hides behind love, friendship, or family bonds. That's what makes it dangerous. We excuse bad behavior from people we care about. Marcus Aurelius said, "The opinion of 10,000 men is of no value if none of them know anything about the subject." Just because someone is close to you doesn't mean their influence is right or fair. Common manipulation tactics in relationships, guilt trips. If you loved me, you'd do this. Silent treatment, punishing you with silence until you cave. Jealousy. Games, making you feel insecure to gain control. Over-apologizing with no change. I'm sorry, but nothing improves. Victim complex. I do everything for you and you don't care. Why it works? Because you care. You want harmony. But manipulators twist that kindness into compliance. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters." In manipulation, your response is key. 1. Hold your boundaries without guilt. Them. If you cared, you'd do it. You. I do care, but my boundaries are important too. You don't need to justify self-respect. 2. Don't get pulled into drama. When they provoke you, pause. Stay calm. I'm not engaging in this conversation right now. Walk away if needed. 3. Be clear and direct. Stop hoping they'll get the hint. Spell it out. When you guilt trip me, I feel manipulated. That needs to stop. 4. Limit emotional investment. If someone repeatedly manipulates you, detach. Care less about pleasing them, more about protecting your peace. 5. Know when to walk away. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." Sometimes, the strongest move is cutting ties. Workplace manipulation is different but just as damaging. People use subtle tactics to control, discredit, or take advantage of you. Common work manipulation tactics, credit stealing, they present your work as theirs, blame shifting. You get blamed for their mistakes. Passive aggression, undermining comments in meetings, overloading you. Can you just handle this too? You're so good at it. Translation, they're using you. Exclusion, leaving you out of key conversations to disempower you. Why it works? We fear conflict, job loss, or damaging relationships at work. Manipulators use that fear against you. Seneca said, "Associate with those who will make a better man of you." In work, you can't always choose who's around you, but you can control how you engage. 1. Document everything. When someone manipulates you, keep records, emails, texts, meeting notes, facts, protect you. 2. Assert without emotion. Them. I thought you were handling that. Blame shifting. You. We agreed I'd handle X. If you need help with Y, let's discuss next steps. Stay calm. Use facts. Be direct. 3. Don't be a people pleaser. Overloading you with tasks? Say, I'm focused on my priorities. I can't take that on right now. No guilt. 4. Build allies. Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." Speak up, but also build supportive relationships. Don't fight alone. 5. Escalate when needed. If manipulation persists, bring it to HR or higher-ups. Backed by facts, your voice is powerful. Here's something most overlooked: self-manipulation. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." But sometimes, we manipulate ourselves. I'll just put up with this for now, ignoring boundaries. Maybe I'm overreacting, gaslighting yourself. It's easier to stay quiet, silencing your truth. Combat this by daily reflection. Am I honoring my boundaries? Self-talk check. Replace guilt with truth. Courage practice. Speak up even when uncomfortable. A Stoic knight is honest with themselves first because self-deception invites external manipulation. Defeating manipulation isn't just about tactics, it's about cultivating mental resilience so you're never an easy target again. 1. Practice emotional detachment. When you detach, manipulators lose leverage. Their opinion doesn't define me. 2. Prioritize inner peace. Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life." That includes freedom from toxic influence. 3. Develop self-validation. Stop needing approval. I know my worth, their reaction isn't my responsibility. 4. Daily Stoic reflection. Ask yourself, what triggered me today? Why? Where did I let someone's words affect my peace? How can I respond better tomorrow? 5. Surround yourself with strength. Seneca. He who walks with the wise becomes wise. Build a circle that uplifts, not manipulates. Manipulation is everywhere, friends, family, work, but it only works if you let it. A Stoic knight sees through deception, holds firm boundaries, and values peace over pleasing. You don't owe explanations to those who seek to control you. You owe yourself protection, respect, and calm clarity. Recognize manipulation, stand tall, walk away when needed, protect your peace at all costs. This is the way of the Stoic knight. If this video helped you, hit that like button, subscribe for more Stoic wisdom, and share with someone who needs this knowledge. Stay sharp, stay strong.